My name is Esther Wilkin, and I was said to operate in the shadows of the police. No, I wasn't a criminal. I was Elmira's first police matron. Now, the work of a police matron might be unfamiliar to you, so let me explain what I did. I was tasked with caring for women, girls, and young boys who were arrested. See, by the 1880s, when I was appointed, people began to worry that more and more women and girls were being seduced by a life of crime, and that their compromised morals were hurting society. Large-scale efforts to save these poor souls were started throughout the country. One of these reforms was the creation of the position of police matron. By having a woman officer, female prisoners could be separated from the corrupting environment of the county jail. I maintained a female station at Baldwin Street and then at City Hall when that new building was finished in 1895. Due to the constant nature of crime, I lived at the station and was on call night and day. But the job paid pretty well at $50 a month. And, well, the rooms were nice and rent-free. My living quarters opened up to a hallway where the female prisoners were kept until they were sentenced or discharged. Understandably, the work of the police matron wasn't the pleasantest imaginable. Officers often brought women to me who were filthy and stinking from the conditions on the streets. Regardless, I had to search their persons looking for any valuables or money they might have stolen. Then I bathed them and found them new clothes. Women often came to me in nothing more than shredded rags. And while women often have the reputation as the fairer sex, I can assure you I've seen behavior that one would not consider fair. In fact, a few local officers have said that they found the women more unruly than male officers and had tongues twice as sharp. The city desperately needed my services. For example, from 1891 to 1892, I took care of a total of 135 people. They were in my care for 294 days out of that year. People came to me charged with all types of crimes: assault, disorderly behavior, insanity, intoxication, suspicion of murder, vagrancy, and more. Some of them were sentenced to prisons or poorhouses, while others were fined or given a train ticket out of town. I also helped lost children reunite with their parents. Due to the constant nature, occasionally things went wrong. For example, a woman was brought in from imbibing beer and laudanum. So I went to talk to her with a mixed message of sympathy and threats, and that seemed to quiet her. I didn't realize I had forgotten to lock her cell door when I took my leave. Well, it didn't take her long to realize my mistake, and she walked out. Later that day, the arresting officer saw her entering her home and decided to investigate. She told the man that she had tired of police hospitality and found her cell door agreeable, so she went home. He then gave her a stern lecture on the dangers of intoxicants and let her go. I believe that my job was noble and necessary, but it took its tolls. Briefly, I took leave for rheumatism, but soon came back to work. I then succumbed to pneumonia in 1899. I hope I paved the way for women in criminal justice, and that those who passed through my cells benefited from my compassion. Hi, I'm Taylor Kibbler, and I am a 2021